don't see it. It hasn't popped up on my stuff that we're alive.
It hasn't?
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't pop up. Maybe now my stuff is wrong too. Hello, hello. If someone's watching, I can't see. Do you have your phone?
I'm looking for it.
Obviously, as usual, my husband is late.
Yes, you're alive.
Yeah, no, I see it now. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Andra. Hey, Takara. Takara, how did you like, even though I read it. What's up, Ibru? How did you like Ghana? Is it worth going back? Are you going back? Andra, how's the little one? How you been? Ibru, I know you don't celebrate Christmas, but how was Christmas? You guys do me a favor, you already know how that goes. Share, like. It's gonna be an interesting topic. Thank you. This is light, bright. And we're gonna start in just a second. All we need to do is invite people. While we're doing this, Eddie's gonna talk about his life and all the problems that he ever had in life.
We would be here forever. My current problem is there's not enough sugar in this tea. And it just feels like very hot water.
Greetings. I love Ghana. It's definitely worth going back. I'm mad I didn't go my first year here. Are you gonna go back to another country in Africa? Andra, little one's watching me. We okay? He is recovering. We've been in the hospital, but now he's okay. Why y'all been in the hospital?
You're talking about Linda, right?
Huh? I'm talking about Andra.
Listen.
Where's?
Oh, never mind. I thought you were talking about what's lying
Wow.
there.
What's up, Vanessa? Exactly. Andra said, "I'm the sugar. I'm all of the sugar you need." This is your problem.
So you just gonna let her hit on me, right? Like blatantly? I'm all,
What?
She's all the sugar. There he is on. Oh, I didn't see your name right.
Wow. Ah, I'm gonna let it. You tripping.
Yo, I just woke up though, so you know what I'm saying?
What's up, Elizabeth? Hey, Angie. Hi, Jada. My mom loves her lashes still. If you guys want to get your lashes done, go to Jada Beautiful. I always say the name wrong. Jada Beautification. Jada, post a link in here, so people know. Get your nails done, your feet done, tattoo removal, lashes. I be knowing everybody. Babe, come on, we gotta do
Let's
this.
go.
Oh my
What
god.
are we waiting on?
It's 11 people watching us being late.
I'm ready for you.
No, you're not even in the picture.
Oh, guys, I was waiting on you. You was having a
Are you
conversation
ready?
with everybody.
Because you're gonna start having the.
What?
Jada's next to Harlem's, right? Yes, the car. It's like you got Harlem,
Like
and in the back is Jada, and she does the dang thing. She's really good. She is affordable. She's sweet, and she's gorgeous. All right.
And she kickbox.
And she she does
kickbox,
kickbox for fun. All right, it is a little bit after 8:30, and it is Talk That time. My name is Mary Sunshine. I'm your favorite host, and to my left we have.
What's up? It's your boy Eddie Monster.
Today's topic is going to be: does your energy equal the energy you have around you?
I like how you put that. Does your energy reflect the type of circle you have?
I put it differently.
That's a great question.
Yes. There you go. Jada's Beautification, Facebook or Instagram. My first question to you guys is, does your energy reflect the type of circle you have and why? Let me ask that again for everyone in the back and people that don't listen like Eddie. Does your energy reflect the type of circle you have and why? Answer.
Facts.
What do you mean why?
No, yeah, it does. Of course it does. The type of people you hang around and the type of way, the way you carry yourself kind of reflects around the environment you're in most of the time. That's why, or at least that's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you have a whole bunch of rich people, right, and they have a group of other rich people, they probably talk about all rich people stuff. They probably do all rich people things. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that energy and everything would be kind of the same. I don't. It doesn't make like all right.
Now,
So let me just use myself for instance, right? Back in the day, we used to fight a lot, right?
Okay.
We was all knuckleheads. It wasn't like somebody in the group was somebody who was, I don't know, like in college during that time or learning to be something. All that time we was all fighting. We was all doing the same thing. So we all carried that same energy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if I was in a different type of group, maybe like if I was hanging out with some dudes that was playing chess all the time and going to the library,
But that's
that
more.
might would have changed my type of what?
I understand, but you're talking about hobbies that you would have in common or things that you have in common with a person. We're talking
No, I'm
about
talking
energy.
about energy has to deal with a lot of different things. You got intellect, yeah.
You are
and I'm
terrible
dying.
at
No, but
this
listen,
today.
you got like intellect, you got a whole bunch of things that goes into energy, right?
Hey
It ain't
Tia, my
just
love.
you trying to capitalize like energy just waking up and being happy. That's
No, that's not what I said. You're
I'm
putting
asking
words
you a
in my
question.
mouth.
I'm not putting nothing. I'm asking you a question. You gonna answer?
What I'm saying is energy in itself is the way you think of life, the way you move in life, the way that pushes you in life. That's what maybe we should establish first what energy means.
Yeah, because I
Maybe
think
we
you
should
set
do
me
that.
up for.
No, I didn't
That's
set
cool.
you
We
up,
can do
but
that. That
in
sounds-
my opinion, that's what it is because you
Let's
are
start
talking
there.
about
Usually we do start there.
hobbies that people have in common.
Usually
So-
we do start in the beginning.
So what do you guys think is energy? What do you think is energy? Because I just told
What do
you
you think? Is
I
energy?
just told you. In my opinion, energy is the way you look at life, the way you move in life, the way you cage yourself
Okay.
from negativity as well as sometimes positivity.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. I agree.
So that's how I see it. What do you? Hey, what's up, Ill Will?
When I think about energy, man, I think it's the way you carry yourself. Like, yo, if you're walking out and you're a person that's polite all the time, or if you're a person that's mean all the time, I think energy has a lot to do with your attitude. So that's where I focus more of it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can see that.
And then your attitude also dictates how you do things out in public or, well, even out in your own house. You know what I'm saying?
So when you walk into a place, do you feel like you can feel energy? Because a lot of people
Of course. I'm sorry, you can finish your question.
don't. No, what I'm saying, because you said of course. So you're trying to tell me when you
You can
walk
feel
into
somebody's energy.
yeah,
Yeah.
all the time.
Not every single time, especially if you don't know the person, but if I know you, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It isn't energy what you attract. Like when you walk into a room and you don't know, you guys know that. Have y'all ever been into a room, y'all got to talk to people and you're like, yo, I don't like this person's energy. And you don't know this person.
Yeah.
If you know the person, then you kind of already know their energy or where they're coming from. What is the
Okay.
point of talking about energy when I already supposedly know that person? That doesn't make no
Okay,
sense.
well, then let's not talk about that. Even if we talk about somebody, well, I don't know why you're
You right. We should have had a what you call it today because you're not helpful
What?
at all.
I'm here. You attacking me. I don't know why. We're supposed to be working together to figure this out. So, can you walk into a room for somebody you don't know and feel their energy? Yes, you can. You should be able to.
Yes,
Yes, I agree with you.
that's it. Oh my God, this is gonna be a hard one, you guys, because Eddie is not helping at all.
You asking me all the questions.
Yeah, because we work together. That's
I
how
know,
it works.
but you ain't answering nothing. Here we go.
Eber said, when I say good morning. Eber said, yes, I believe in law of attraction. When we talk about law of attraction, are we talk about relationship? Or am I just talking about, or is law of attraction just in general? Because when I hear law of attraction, I think guy, girl, into each other. What's up, Key Mobley? How are you? Angel said, I think yes, because sometimes people say things and expect a certain answer, and when you answer different and give them a different perspective, they start reflecting on your energy. Yeah, I think you got the question wrong. You said it too. I think so too. Because I'm not really understanding, but maybe you can
I
explain
think
it.
it sounds like you're saying like when if you ask me something and so right now our energy, right? You ask me a question and I give you an answer that you're not willing that you don't expect.
No, it has nothing to do with your answer. Your energy is dead as hell.
I'm just trying to give how is my energy dead?
Because you're not vibing. We're not. This is a
My energy
one-sided
does not.
conversation.
No, my energy does not match your expectations of how my energy should be. My energy is my energy. You can't change my energy, right? So if I'm living in my own positive energy, it's still positive energy. It might not be positive to you.
No.
Whoa, let's no.
Okay.
You can't change. So should you that's what we're talking. Does your circle then? Since you're in my circle, does that reflect my energy? Am I acting like this because?
Yes, of course. Because if your energy is down, if you're having a bad day, and you and me are in a relationship, and I gotta deal with your energy, and you're having bad energy, that can automatically put me down. Now, if it's a random person that I don't know and they having bad energy, they having bad juju, call it what you want to call it. I don't have to be around that. I can just leave. It's not going to affect me. Now, if it's someone that is close to me and they keep bringing this energy around me, then how am I going to escape that? It's going to affect me, regardless of how I turn and twist. It's going to happen. Okay. Why are you looking at me crazy?
Nothing. I'm just listening to you, and I think I did answer her question right because she said thanks, Eddie.
Yeah, she obviously.
I think your choices reflect on the type of circle you have.
You can't just pick and choose because Key said something before that.
I didn't even see that. No,
that's your problem.
Go ahead.
I think energy. Key said, I think energy is the vibe you give off into the atmosphere as well as what you receive from other people in the atmosphere. I like that. That's a really good answer. So, Key, if you're having a good day, does it matter? Do you still have the same vibe, or does it depend on the day, or does it depend on yourself? Because some people have a bad day and still have good energy. You don't think so?
What's a good day? A bad day or a horrible day?
Huh?
Because you're saying, can you have good energy throughout the whole day and you haven't? I don't think so. I think it's make believe. You can show. So is it possible you can show false energy? I can show you that. Yay! I'm living my best life, but not necessarily on the inside. That the same energy reflect on the outside.
You're right.
Can you do that?
You're right, but isn't energy more than that? That's what I'm saying. Can you not feel energy even though you pretend? You know how sometimes people are like, no, I'm fine, I'm doing great, blah, blah, and you can feel that they're not doing good?
But every once in a while, but you can't categorize everybody. You can't say, you know what, even though they're smiling, I know that person over there does not feel good. No, you cannot do that with everybody.
What?
I'm agreeing. I'm saying okay. Talk about it. What's up?
No, I think when you're an empath, it's different. What's up, Dimples? I think when you're an empath, it's different because as an empath, you can actually feel other people's energy. You don't know nothing about that because you're not an empath. And I don't know why you always make that face when I tell you about people. You guys know empaths, or if you are an empath, can you share with people? Because I think as an empath you can feel energies way easier, way faster. Sometimes it's also way more annoying, but you know what the other person is going through. Not what they're going through, but you can feel if shit is off or on. But okay, so what you're saying is whether the day is good or bad, it doesn't matter. You don't always know what another person's energy is.
Well, yeah, we established that, but I don't think that was I don't remember what the original question was. But it was somewhere. No.
If anyone wants to join and host with me on the day that Eddie is not doing well, which is almost every day, please hit me up, inbox me. I am looking for a co-host. Andra said, I think your choices reflect on the type of circle. I rarely see a circle of people where they're all alike. That's true. That makes sense.
You rarely see a circle where people are all alike?
Yeah.
I
think where they all have to have one thing in common, but they're not all alike.
I think if it's your circle, like when we say circle, it's not that you just hang around one person and you have a prayer. I'm talking about a circle as in like because most people have like at least a 3-4 person circle to where like friends know each other. So I know this person and this person knows this person. This is our circle, right? That's what I was thought we was talking about, like your inner circle.
If I think about inner circle, like let's say Return to Sender, right? You have Lennon, you have Cindy, Vanessa, Pat. Let's say just those 4. They are not alike at all.
Do they hang around each other constantly?
It is a circle.
Yeah, outside. Okay.
Outside of them. Like
No,
what
no, you got it. You got it. Okay, no, you have
Igor
it.
said, no, I mean energy in general of attraction. You're the result of the 5 people in the circle.
Energy and in general of attraction, you are the result of the 5 people in your circle. Okay.
Explain. I don't understand it. Well, how you really mean it. Vanessa said, I've met people who have the same energy as people I don't like, and just off of that, I put them in the same category. It helps me not waste time trying to figure them out. Energy for me is manifested by a person's personality and how they handle things. I like that. I do like that, but ain't we wrong if when we go with the energy, are we going off of energy for one day or all the time? When you get around that person, it's always the same energy. Maybe self-centered, maybe negative. Ooh, negative people.
Okay.
Negative people are more like there's the analogy of the glass is half full or half empty.
Mm-hmm.
When someone always looks at it as
The
half
opposite,
empty, they're I'm looking for the word, but I can't come up with it. It's not negative is a bad word, but what's the other word?
They just always have another perspective, like a different.
No.
It's a different perspective.
Yeah,
that's not on the up and up. It's always
but there's
a downer, Debbie Downer.
No,
What other?
no,
These
no.
are all the things that you're talking about right now.
Okay.
So if you have somebody, let's just use negative for the.
Okay.
So if you have somebody, what you're saying is, if you have somebody, what were you going into? You have somebody who's negative, and they
Does
always
that
bring.
mean that they always bring that type of energy to the table and they will never be able to change that type of energy? Because we can change our energies, right? Or are we stuck with one energy? Because if it's manifested in our personality and we are able to change our personality over the years, because the same Eddie that's sitting here now wasn't 5 years ago, the same Mary that's sitting here now wasn't 3 years ago. We're changing our personalities, we're changing the things that we like and dislike and the things that we're allowing and not allowing.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that mean we also change our energy?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, if you're going down that route, putting using personality and energy in the same category as they bounce off each other, yeah, because there's no way you could. That was saying like you wouldn't be able to grow. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you had a whole back like the first 8 years of your life, you was a negative person because you had a hard life or whatever the case may be, and then you won $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Would your energy change because now you can get things that you normally couldn't afford and stuff like that, and do things that
That's what I'm saying. We're
Yeah.
off.
How
Because how is $1 million going to change your energy?
I'm just using it. Doesn't matter what changes your energy. It could be anything good. Let's say
you need coffee in your
I got hot tea. Listen to me. So you're in college, right? And you've been failing or something, or you had bad grades trying to get to college, and then all of a sudden, you took a little extra time, you studied and did all this stuff, and then you made it into college, right? Wouldn't your energy change on like, you know what, I was down because I couldn't get A's, I was getting F's, but now I'm getting B's and I feel better about myself. That's your energy.
Isn't that attitude?
Energy, attitude. You're killing me.
Why is this so hard for you today?
We're going to read some comments.
Andrea said, not everyone can feel or care to feel. Unfortunately, you are very right. Lindsay Jody Schaefer, I like your name. Hi. What's up, Jasmine? Takar said, I think energy equals attitude, emotion, and intention. You can definitely discern energy. What does discern mean?
Yeah. That's correct. I don't know.
You don't know what discern means?
You don't know what discern means?
No, because it's not my number one language. Takara, what does discern mean? You can definitely discern energy. What do you mean with the last sentence? What's up, Ashley?
Recognize or find out. Distinguish. Another word for distinguish.
What's up, Lou? I'll bring the baby too. Yes, Andre, you can bring the baby too. Cause this is.
Andre said, Eddie, Mary is yours. What is it? Mary is your circle, right? Or are you my circle? Now I don't know you guys good, but would you say that you and Mary are a lot alike?
That's my point. I give it to you in a second. Daphne said, as a stylist, feel my client's energy always. It transfer. I believe that. So when it transfer, how does it make you feel? Are you in a good place or in a bad place? When someone comes in and their energy is negative, but your energy is good, what happens? That exchange of transformation, what happens? Ebru, I am an empath for sure. And I understand what you're trying to say. Thank you, Ebru. Because people that are not empaths, they're making it seem like we're on a pedestal. Nobody says we're on a pedestal. Actually, it's not the greatest job at all times, all the time. Andra, Eddie, Mary is your circle. So that's your question. Now, I don't know you guys good, but would you say you and Mary are a lot alike? That was your point. That was her point. Yeah. So that question is for you. So answer.
Do I think me and her is a lot alike? Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of things in common, and we're a lot alike, but we're also a lot different from each other too. To answer your question, what? It's like 50, we're not like all. Are we a lot alike? Yes, we are a lot alike in so many different ways. I like what Daphne said.
Thank you, Dimples. That was the word I was looking for. Pessimistic. That was the word that I was looking for. She got it. I wanted that. You're awesome. Daphne said, my gauge is always, if I have to pray a person energy off me every time I leave, then I can't do them. I like that. So yeah, I really like that. That's a good one. But sometimes God puts people in our lives because they don't know how to deal with their energy or their situation or their attitude, and we're good enough to be able to possibly help. So therefore, they are in our lives.
I'm going off what Daphne said.
Vanessa said, big bank energy is different from low bank energy. I can see that. Angie said, and not everybody's feeling the same energy you got. Some people like it and stick around in your circle because they're matching with your energy. And others think the energy isn't that great and are not in your circle. Daphne said Eddie's energy just changed. Exactly. Thank you, Daphne. You see it too, because his energy is.
My energy was fine. Now you see how. So what happens when people attack your energy, right? Like if you walk into a room, and I guess that's what you're talking about with negativity. If you walk into a room and you're feeling really good about yourself, and if someone approaches you with all this negativity, they're stealing your positive energy, and you got to kind of escape, right?
Andra asked you if we're a lot alike. If we're a lot alike, that means we know each other. You said, yes, we are a lot alike. That means we know each other. I know you. And okay. I know how you act when your energy's up. And I know how you act when your energy is down. So is my energy down? You are here. There's no coffee in your life right now, so there's no emotional boost. You also just woke up from a nap. And you're hungry. All of these things make your energy come down. I'm this close to allowing you to eat in front of the camera just so you can wake the fuck up and get into this.
But this is the thing, though. What is it? Not my. So what determines or who determines how the level of somebody else's energy? Though that's my whole point. How can you determine that I don't have the same amount of energy as you? As in being positive and being in front of the camera and talking. How can you determine that I don't have that, what's the damn word? Like the level. I have
the answer. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Remember how our couples therapist is talking about you got to step outside of the box because when you're in the box, you're unable to see it? Okay, well, you're in the box. Right now, you're in the box and you cannot tell.
But this is the
Let's
thing.
ask the people.
Do
you all think that Eddie has the same energy that he usually has in our podcast?
Let's ask the people.
Yeah, I just did. Lou said birds of a feather flock together. I believe people who hang around each other share some sort of common interest, arts, partying, school, etc. Your energy is going to attract certain people to you, and it could be good and bad. Now, you have to decide what you will allow into your space. I like that answer, but you know what? It's interesting. What if you have positive energy, right? Let's say you're good in school, you're doing good in life and whatever, and then there's this other person that's not doing so well. So they want to be around you, they envy you, but they bring their energy into your life. How do you block that?
You don't. It's going to make you tired. If you're actually trying to help that person out and stuff like that, and you're trying to bring them somewhere because you recognize their energy, It's like a battery exchange. They're gonna draw from you. You know what I'm saying? In order to be lifted up a little bit, and you gotta let a little bit go. You can't just block it off. If you block it off, you're not transferring anything.
Oh, I like that answer. The first good answer today.
Get out
That's a
of
good
here,
one.
man. I'm
What's
still
up,
waiting for the good
Cindy?
answer.
Because Andre answered. His energy is okay. I just think this is not his type of topic because he doesn't have the energy for the topic. Daphne says, I always put my hands on their shoulder to feel and relax them. Okay, I see. But then you have an exchange, and and that's why I said if every time, yeah. Angie said, that's what I meant with my first text. You can influence a person's energy in positive and negative ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, facts.
You can. So how can we make sure to influence them positively?
Legal.
I'm not leaking. It was the pineapple.
Oh, what's up?
You have a question because you just here.
No, I was asking. We can go to both topics. I mean, do you have another question? I'm trying to get my energy. See, this is what happens when somebody blocks the energy. So we're talking about it right now. She's not giving me all this energy that's good that you have, that you want me to have. You're not transferring it to me.
I tried.
I don't know at what point.
You're sucking me dry. I have nothing left.
I don't know at what point.
I'm trying to give and give and give, and it's like Daphne said, I'm gonna have to go pray your energy off of me because you suck me dry. So if you wanna, this is on you now. You lead the train, and I'm just gonna follow.
I would jump. So originally when we started, for instance, I didn't think this topic could actually go that far. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, we should have went over both topics today, which were this topic and what was that one? Oh, balancing a relationship. All right, 50-50 balance, because they kind of go together. Your circle is the same thing as you got to balance your relationship. You got to decide on what you get
What's
from people.
What's up, Tulin?
How are you gonna balance that? How you gonna balance that energy out? You know, if you have people in your circle and you know they don't carry the same amount of energy as you do, or they carry negative things, but they're your road dog, or you've been around them for so long, or whatever the case may be. When you guys interact, you already know that you got to give them 60% of you. Or you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta give more just to be around them, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's balancing out your relationship. How do you feel about that? Does that kind of go into the same category as balancing a relationship / friendship?
I don't really understand the question.
Well, the question is, it's just, I was kind of merging how both topics go together. Okay. So you got balancing a relationship, you know what I'm saying, 50-50 or 60-40, however the case may be. Okay. And then you got your energy. You have people in your circle, or you may have people in your circle that they have negative energy, but you don't kick them out your circle. Like, they're your friends, maybe they're lifelong friends or whatever the case may be. And so you already know once you meet those people, you're going to have to exchange like 80% of you. Like when they leave, you're going to be tired. You already know, but you know you can't block it.
I can't do that all the time. I can't. In a relationship between men and female, I understand that you cannot be 50. Honestly, that's not true. In a relationship with a relationship, a friendship, a partnership, whatever, even with my child, I understand that everything is not going to be 50-50. And I understand that a lot of times, especially with children, it's probably going to be 80-20 for a long time. But at one point, it has to level back out. If I have a friend and we constantly have 80-20, what am I getting out of this relationship? All I am is stressed out. Okay. The exchange, if we're merging the two topics, the exchange of energy is, I give all my energy. It's going to take me 2 to 3 days to regain my personal energy for myself, because you took so much, you sucked me dry. I don't even know how long it's going to help you out. You might have to come back after 2 days and I haven't recharged yet. And this is going to happen constantly. Where is me taking care of myself?
Okay, that's dope.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in a relationship, I feel like it should be, you have times where certain things are going wrong in your life where you're just going to be 80-20. Like, let's say your spouse gets sick and, let's say cancer. Your spouse gets sick and has cancer. It's not going to be 50-50. It's going to be 80-20. It's going to be 90-10. But when the person recovers or when the person feels good, that person is going to try to give you at least 40-60. and that's fine. That's what a real connection, a real partnership
So you're
is.
saying exactly. So you're saying the people that you have in your circle or whatever, if constantly you're giving them 80-20, and they're not making any attempt to level it out, then they shouldn't be in your circle.
No, because I can't. For a while, if I know my friend is going through something, Tia, for an example, Tia had cancer. We're not going to be 50-50 in the time being that she's going through chemo. She's trying to raise her 2-year-old. She's trying to be a good mom to her 17, 18-year-old. She's trying to be a wife, and she's trying to stay sane. All that. We're not going to be a 50-50 percent of friendship.
Yeah.
It's not how it works. But throughout that whole year, we was 80-20. But even in her 20%, she was able to text me, hey, how are you? Hey, I love you. Hey, thank you for being awesome or whatever. And every time she was able to do something for me, even when I didn't know that I wanted it, she came through. When I'm at work and I'm having a stressful day and she just stops by to bring me flowers just to make me smile. That is even beyond the 20%, knowing that you don't have to do that at this point. But if I'm giving the whole time and there's nothing coming back, my G, what is the purpose of this relationship?
You want to go to some topics?
Yeah, I'm gonna read some. For me, here sometimes it's a little slow and they're not. Tulin came in and she said a person's energy is a combination of their past, their mindset, their dominant thoughts, and their perception of the world. I like that. That makes a whole lot of sense. You ain't never lying. I also agree with Tulin to where your energy is a lot of things combined in one. We was trying to figure out earlier what energy is. Mm-hmm. You said attitude.
I was saying attitude, environment, like everything. That's what I had.
I think she said it nicer than you.
She said it nicer. Everyone has better words than
Definitely,
that.
you have to learn how to detach from negative energy. But that's what I'm saying. Okay, if we go back from Eddie, if we go back to Eddie, what Eddie was saying, if you know someone is not capable of giving you 50-50 or at least 60-40, and it's always like 80-20 or whatever the case would be, how do you detach from them? Does that mean you gotta leave? Does it mean you love them from afar? Do you talk about it and expect that? What do you do?
Because I think once you detach from somebody, you might as well leave. Because look, once you detach from somebody, if I'm getting 80-20, we're doing that, and I'm giving it 80 all the time, and I know that. And so now I want to detach because I want to be like, you know what? This isn't fair. When I start to detach, that means I have to cut all emotion, all everything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get hurt. All right, you got to protect yourself. The other person's going to notice that because that other person is there for that 80. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you might as well, it's going to just be awkward then, I think. And you should just go ahead and cut.
But is the relationship not worth enough to at least try to figure it out? You're just going to detach yourself and be like, well,
somebody has to come to the realization. Like, if you were 20, like, real shit. And this could be this could just be different. No, I'm just saying in an aspect because I think everyone is a 20 in an aspect of their life. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about overall, but there's certain topics or certain friends you might have that, you know, when it comes to relationships, they're a 20. When it comes to loyalty, this person's a 20. When it comes to faithfulness, this person's a 20. You know what I'm saying? But you're 80 in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
damn, I was on a roll too.
You was, and then you lost it. It's your energy.
Yeah.
All right, Tulin said your daily energy is influenced by attitudes, emotions, and thinking patterns, which Eddie was perfect proof for not too long ago. Oh, shots fired. I'm going to stay out of that. Daphne said, very true, Eddie. It was your beginning, opening to merging the comments. What's up, Patricia? What's up, Eunice? What's up, Michael P? Thank you guys for coming in. You guys like the page, like this video, share it. Please do us the favor. Share the page. We're trying to get as many people as possible.
I got the endpoint.
Okay.
So when you know that if you know somebody's a 20 in this area, it's that person's responsibility to up it. And I think that's what you're talking about when you want to be like, all right, you can only stay there so long, but then we got to balance out. I think right before you just detach from that negative energy or that relationship or whatever the case, you got to have that one last conversation. Listen, I can't mess with you.
One?
I mean, or if you have it, because usually there's been little things dropped or little like cookies dropped along the way on like, yo, if I've been 80 and you've been 20, if I've been faithful or I'm not faithful, right, and that's my 20, and you're 80, I'm pretty sure we have some conversation about being faithful, you know what I'm saying, along the way. Then there has to be a time to where, yo, if you can't meet this, or I need this from you, you know what I'm saying? I know you need my 80, but I also need 40 from you. I can't just deal with 20. I need 40 from you.
That's
and if you can't do that, then, yo, I'm out.
Daphne said toxic friendships are no good. Tia said facts. I think that's what I was talking about. She said that's exactly how me and the bossy are. Tula said, do you believe that certain people are designated to be users or givers solely?
Ooh, I like that.
You think about that. We don't answer that question. I like that a lot, Tulin.
I like that.
Let me marinate on that. Andra said it's not going to be an equal exchange, but the least we can do is take turns with give and receive. Exactly. I love that answer. I totally agree. We have to take turns because at one point I'm going to be better than the other person and vice versa. But the problem a lot of times is that we as people, we get comfortable. Mm-hmm. So if I can get and I see that the person is a giver, which brings me kind of back to Tulin's question.
Gonna make you a taker?
Some people are just naturally wired to give. In my opinion, they are givers for many reasons. Some people are givers because they never received a lot, so they give so much in order to receive something back. And even if it's just the tiniest, but because that's the problem I had for a long time. I wanted to be loved, and if from 1 to 10, I would give 10 only to get 2. And that's fine. At least I'm getting something. So I was give. In this relationship, I was taught that you don't constantly give and receive the minimum back and you're okay with it because people will not appreciate for that. Mm-hmm. They know that you're going to give as much as you can and then whatever. Others, the takers or the users, I don't know if they designated to be like that solely or if humans around them allowed it so long that they're like, it works.
It's just here.
Yeah.
That's a good fucking point. I like the question. I think I like the question of the fucking life. Oh, excuse me, I don't know why I'm cussing, but yeah, let me get some hot water real quick.
Daphne said, Daphne said, you will end up insufficient. Yes, you will. Vanessa said, sometimes when I don't have the energy and then someone I care about actually needs me, I wake my ass up and throw everything I have in it. It matters who it is. There are people that I have completely loyalty to and will do anything for them. There are people who I could never ever even give 25% of my energy because I know they wouldn't do the same. I totally agree. I see totally where you're coming from. Sometimes you're all out. You just don't have anything, but then this one person that's been there for you when they didn't have, you're like, fuck it. I'm gonna wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna go pick this person up, even though I gotta be at work at 4:30.
Going there not knowing you're gonna receive anything.
Yeah.
For me to answer that question, I have to agree with you. Do I think there's people on this earth that are solely givers? Mm-hmm. I do. But I do think they do want to receive, whether they do or not. I think they'll give regardless if they receive or not. They do want to receive something, but they'll still give. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not like I'm only doing this to get something back. You know what I'm saying? They just naturally give. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's not their.
I don't agree.
You don't agree?
No, I don't think.
You think they want something back? Well, it may be a little bit.
To get something back.
Yeah.
You gotta think about today's world. Today's world will go with an iPhone or whatever with a smartphone. Okay. Go out into the world and give homeless people things.
I was gonna say
give these people things and do all that. But what do they want back? They don't need money back or whatever, but they want recognition, which is why it's.
I was gonna say you can get when I was thinking about, but it doesn't necessarily have to be from the other person. That's what I was thinking about. Because naturally, you're right. It could be something you give yourself. By me giving, I get satisfaction. That's giving to myself.
Yeah, but why do you need recognition for it if you do it? If I give a homeless person money, do I need to film it to post it on Facebook so other people know that I'm a good person?
Some people do.
Exactly, but then you still want something back. You want other
I'm agreeing with I'm agreeing with you.
So are there people that solely give for nothing back?
Well, that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. That's what I'm saying. It could be anything that you're getting
That's
back.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
for me, when I give, what I want is happiness in the other person. I kind of demand that. Mm-hmm. It's what makes me have drive to constantly give. If I give you, and that's why a lot of times I'm like, do you really like this? Do you really enjoy it? Whatever. Because if I feel like you're not, then what was the point in me going the whole yard if you don't like it? Then I'm giving to receive nothing.
I love everything.
Get out of here. Okay, we have a whole lot of comments.
I do agree with the other, just the backside of that, with the giving and then the users.
Yeah.
I think users are built.
I think
users are built because they start receiving something and then they get used to it, or you start giving so much and then they know there's supposed to be an exchange, right? And then maybe they just like, I ain't got it today, so they didn't get the exchange.
Yeah.
But then they get it again,
Yeah.
and then they're like, okay, maybe they get the minimal exchange, or they don't get nothing, and then they get it again, and they're like, well, shit, I get this for free. I ain't got to do nothing for it, so yeah, we build them. Yeah.
Tia said energy is a spiritual vibe to me. You just feel it from the get-go about the person, but a lot of people ignore it because you yourself are good with people. That is true. Energy, we tend to ignore it or whatever because we have our personal feelings. So if I think you're attractive, but you showing me all the wrong, trades and stuff, it doesn't matter because I think you're attractive. And so it's blocked off. A lot of people do that. A lot of people know from the get-go that someone is not good for them.
And
Especially ladies, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Daphne said it means when somebody show you who they are and believe them. Learn how to cut the cords. Exactly. Especially ladies. What's up, Aqua? She is currently... That's Aqua Ladon, the poetry. She's currently in Ghana as well. Nakoma Pratt said both parties might think they're given 80% due to their unspoken expectation of the other party.
That's a fact.
That's a good. That's.
If you don't speak about goals and that's in every relationship, man. I'm gonna start doing that shit. Like, yo, I wanna like delete all my friends and then be friends with them again, and then like set expectations for each other. I don't know what your expectations exactly of a friend. What do you expect out of me? What do you want? These things in regular relationships should be known. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't think we do that enough. I think we just probably do that in relationships. And not even all relationships, people even know what the other person actually wants from them because it's not said. You just have this thought in your head that you played around with and you go off that. You know what I'm saying?
That is very true. What's up, Jalessa? Nicole Knighton. I like that. I think I said it right. Vanessa said, Eddie, just put out how to break up with someone. He's good at that, for real, let me tell you. What's up, Mama? What's up, Delia Fati. Sorry, but maybe she got a fatty. Vanessa, you're hella dope too, love you. Hi, Claudia. Vanessa said, I think you're spot on with the takers, Mary. Like entitled people who think they deserve more than others and don't need to give back. Exactly. Tulin said, personally, I believe users are bred through entitlement or greed.
Yeah,
we all agree on that.
So we agree
Aqua said, too much is given, much is required. That is a very big fact too. Tia said, I think every person that has that thing in them where they will choose if they're going to take advantage of a situation and or a person. Good people don't just take. Selfish people will keep taking. But here's the thing. I see what you're saying and I see where you're coming from. But I do believe that I was going somewhere with this and I just lost it like that.
Go to the next question. You'll get it back.
Yeah, Aqua said, I give selflessly and I hate recognition. Andra said, all that we do has a reason behind it. We never do anything without expecting something. Thank you. That's what I said in return. The difference is some do just to put up a smile on someone else's face. Andra gets me. We hear Andra. Aqua said, I don't need validation for my good deeds. Tulin said, Mary, you referring to rational selfishness, egoism.
I don't know what part that was.
Yeah, can you tell me what part that was? Because I lost it. What's up, Angela Lopez Gomez? She does great makeup. Eddie's answer is fabulous. Receivers are built. Flames. You get flames from Andra. Aqua said, speaking to the topic, I agree that your energy reflects your circle. For example, artists hang with other artists to feed off of the artistic energy.
So that's what I was saying earlier. Let me use that. That's what I was saying earlier. A lot of people, like people that are the same. If you a whole bunch of chess players, they hang out in chess groups together. It doesn't mean that they, like how you said, who'd you use? Return to Sender. They all are totally different, but they all hang around each other. Something in your circle, maybe it's just one thing, y'all have that same thing in common. But what I was using as a circle is all of you guys inside that circle know each other. It's not like a web to where I know this person, but these friends don't mean that. Like these friends don't know each other. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So me, you, Malik, this is a circle. We all three know each other.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Angel. You never met Angel.
No.
So technically you can't be a circle because you never physically met them. So they're not in a circle. That's what I mean. You don't understand?
Okay.
Alright, let's just go.
And this is that I don't talk about my expectations until they do something that disappoints me, so they know what it looks like and they won't do it again. But if you don't talk about your expectations before, then isn't it normal that you will get disappointed?
Yeah, that's setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah, and not even just yourself. You're setting up the other person as well.
Yeah, facts. Because then they're gonna keep. Yeah, that's.
Because they're gonna walk into something to disappoint you, just so then you can say, "Well, this is what I didn't like. Now you know this is what it looks like."
Why are you keeping it from them? Like, and that's what I don't understand. If you have expectations of something, or you want things to not disappoint you, why are you keeping those things from the other person?
I think Jacory totally understood what you said, even though I didn't. He said, your circle is like a small family.
Yeah.
That's not what you were saying.
Yeah, man. Everybody know the circle. Well, I don't know. We have different.
Tulin said, every act we take is pure selfishness. Our good intentions are selfish. Taking care of our loved ones is selfish. We do everything for us, whether that's ethical, moral, or irrational egoism.
So everything pretty much, yeah, it's an underlying issue. It doesn't, you don't have to receive anything.
But it's not an issue. I understand what Tulin means, and that's what I was trying to go into it earlier when I lost my train of thought. We are selfish as human beings. When Tia was saying, well, you know, you create users or whatever the case may be, we all have selfish intent in us. There is no one that does something selflessly. Period.
Okay.
We're all selfish. We all think survival first. That's normal as human beings. Now, the question is, how far does your selfishness go?
So it depends. It depends about the morality or the ethical.
Exactly.
Behind it.
That's what. If you know a person has a lot of money, and you don't have that much money, or not the type of money that this person has, but this person does not have any street smartness, and you decide to rather than teach them, you take away from them. You take their money. You're making it seem like, oh, they stupid anyway. Then you're selfish regardless, but in a bad way. You could also teach that person how to do things right. You don't know if this person is going to be like, well, because you taught me this and this, let me give you money to say thank you, because that's the only way they know how to say thank you. You were still selfish, as in, I'm going to help. I helped them out, and I'm hoping to receive something back. But it didn't. Not necessarily did you sit there and say, I'm hoping to receive money back. I'm hoping to receive back that this person is not going to walk through life stupidly. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping to receive money back, people.
Yeah, you always hope to receive money back. That's nothing new. Andre said, people treat you exactly how you let them. If they come and take and you keep giving, you letting them know that's okay. So they're going to keep doing it because being passive, you told them it's okay. Yes. It's like cheaters. People that cheat over and over and over, and you stay with them over and over and over, you cannot say, if you do this one more time, I'm leaving. No, you won't. You're still here. You've been here.
That's a fact.
This is the sixth time.
You already proved to me you ain't going nowhere.
Exactly. Tulin said, for example, if we do good for someone else, it's because we want them to have good. We want them to feel good. We want them to have help. While they benefit also, it's our pure selfishness and intent that it enables it. Yes, I agree with you. Michael P., I'm a little behind, but I'm trying to keep up. Keep in mind, some people want to do good, but honestly don't know how. They may be in a season mentally where they are exhausted, depressed, and not even aware they are operating in that state. I agree with that. Before writing them off as a bad person because the energy is low on this season, make sure to offer a means to help and at least making them aware of what you see. There is an opportunity to get that help that's needed. Some seasons that we prefer not to go through are not short. I 1,000,000% agree with you. That's why I don't write people off. I talk to them once, twice, even 3 times, depending on how much I care and depending on what type of circle I want to put them in, because I got a few circles. Eddie doesn't.
I don't think we have to go that far. Like, you show me something once or twice, you know what I'm saying, and that's what it is. If I show you something once or twice, that's what it is. Why play around with it? That's why. Like, because my thing is, if we wanted to both give each other 50-50, we wouldn't be in this situation. We wouldn't even be in this negative situation on deciding where we at. You know what I'm saying? Like, you saying don't write people off, right? If we already in that place to thinking why we wrote each other off, then obviously we ain't been giving each other 50-50. So why why even keep playing?
If you take what Vanessa was saying, how she don't let people know what can disappoint them, or she don't let people know where she's standing, and then you take what Michael P is saying, and this other person, the same person, doesn't know that they're not given enough or that they're in a bad place because of the season that they're in, and then you just writing them off. Where was the relationship at any point really that deep?
No.
Wow. Okay.
It wasn't, because you didn't communicate
so then
with
you
me.
Didn't care.
No. If you didn't communicate with me that you was going through some.
Some people are not good communicators.
So
when I met you and found you, you was not a good communicator. Should I have just wrote you off? Fuck out of here. I just said, now I'm getting the fire, Mary. Yes, I got flames too. Tia said, exactly, Mary. There are checks and balances to everything. Thank you, guys.
Corey said, wanting to see others succeed, is that selfish? So what everybody's saying, compared to what everybody's saying, is yes, it is selfish, but it doesn't have to be with a negative impact. The impact could be positive. I'm good selfish. That's how you say it. I'm good selfish. I'm good selfish.
I think wanting to see other people succeed is not selfish. But the question is, do you have anything to do with their success? Do you have, if your friend is a rapper and you always bought his stuff, you always shared his stuff, you met some people and you gave them your friend's music and whatever the case may be, and then he makes it, and then he's like, I did this by myself. I worked my ass off. I did blah blah blah, and then you're not in the picture no more. You don't seem important. You wanted this person to succeed. This is your friend. You wanted to. But you also wanted to have some type of recognition.
Of course you did.
So therefore you're still selfish. Yes. I'm just saying it's not selfish, but you're getting something out of it. Exactly. Seeing them succeed brings you joy. I agree. What's up, Sharika? She's back in the States, unfortunately. Vanessa said, I mean, if they ask, I just feel weird talking about expectations because sometimes people surprise you and exceed expectations without you even giving them to them. Sometimes people are fake and try too hard. Or they look at you like you're entitled because your expectations may be higher than their expectations. It's a sensitive topic to you, to me, her. Yes, I understand, but if you don't lay ground your boundaries, people will take away from you. Period. That's one thing I had to learn the hard way as well. If you don't talk about it, they don't know, and then forever and ever they can say, you never told me. So therefore, they can't get mad at them because you decided not to talk about it.
So that's exactly what I said, and y'all looked at me crazy. If you didn't talk about it, you can't get mad at me for cutting you off.
That doesn't mean that someone does something and you just cut them off like that. That means your friendship wasn't deep enough to even try to figure out what happened. That's how you were saying.
Well, that's not how I'm saying. You know when you get a butt whooping or whatever, and they say it's gonna hurt you more than it hurts me, it still hurts. You know what I'm saying? I still feel from it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even
but it's things that I'm gonna let stand.
Said, Eddie, most people aren't like that. Now here comes in play the character of the person. Exactly.
What are we talking about? What we just talking about right now about cutting people off?
Yes.
I wrote you on it.
Tia said, side note, bro, you washed your face today. I see. She proud of you
What she
because
said?
you had cursed the last time.
No, she being funny.
What's up, Cranston? How are you? Tula said, you usually keep yourself among a crowd that reflects you. Not necessarily your succeed or belongings, but you. Does that make sense? It does make a lot of sense. What I did realize, though, is that, but I think it's different for me. It's because of the show and the hostings and stuff. Certain energies I would not reflect with, but I'm okay with being around them for the time being and whatever. But I'm not going to invite them into my personal space because that will take away from me. My safe.
I 100%. So.
Hi, Zaskia.
What up, cuz? Tuna came in and said, not came in, but she said, you usually keep yourself among a crowd of people that reflects you. Not necessarily your success or your belongings, but
Hey,
you.
Trissy.
And I totally understand that. And that's how I when I meet a friend, it's not about all this other shit that's going around in the world. It's my circle. I want my circle to reflect my core values. So I want to have trust. You know what I'm saying? I want to have honesty in the relationship. There's certain things that I want to have. It's not no set. I don't, because I think some people do. That's a good point. Build friendships off other shit, not their core values. Okay. Some people just build relationships off. Oh, we hang. I don't know. We type together or some shit. I don't know. We paint together. Let's. You know what I'm saying? But you hanging off that. It has nothing to do with your core values. That's just
you're retracting because you said people that play chess, they all have one thing in common because they all play chess.
Yeah, okay,
so
well let's use that. We can use that.
It's
the same thing.
Which one is it?
But I'm saying there's two different relationships. You know what I'm saying? Some people, I'm talking about me personally. When I go go get a friend or something, you know what I'm saying? It's off my core values. I don't go out to get friends based off, we both do events, or hey, we like going out, or we like, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So like the people that I would go hang out with probably don't even like clubs. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that.
Okay. Vanessa said, true, I wouldn't get mad, just disappointed, like, damn, I thought you were better than that. But that's the same thing. Disappointment, you don't have to be mad. Disappointment hurts sometimes more than anything. Don't y'all know when your parents said, I'm mad at you, you're like, they're always mad. Or I'm really disappointed in you. It's like, damn, that shit hit different. So I don't want to disappoint anyone ever, to be honest. That's like way worse to me than getting mad because you can get mad anytime. I get mad about dishes. Who cares? I'm not going to get disappointed that Eddie didn't do the dishes. That's two different things. Tula said, see someone's true face and move on. Only few people in the world that don't feed off of one's energy but actually evaluate character, then take a stance, and that's a fact. I agree. I think it's really hard for people to just cut off people in the right time, in the right place. And when I say that, what?
No, I was gonna agree. I have problems with that. Yeah, I don't know how to do that shit. Like if there's a formula to it, I do not have the right formula.
Tia said he's saying there are different ways you make your circle. It may be because of things you have in common or values. Yeah, I understand. But if you just have something in common with that person, like, we both like poetry, and it doesn't mean that suddenly you are my circle. It just means that we have something that you and me both can talk about when we see each other. But beyond that, I don't fuck with you.
No, not necessarily. It could be just a superficial relationship.
Okay, anyway, Andra said if you look at the people in your circle and don't get inspired, then you don't have a circle. You have a cage. Damn, hold up. Now you gotta give the flames for Andra. She gets all the flames. I do them here on here. Alright, people, we are at the end of the episode. It was rough in the beginning with Eddie's energy, but he came up. That peppermint tea really helped him out. Alright, you guys were amazing. We're going to post the Meeting of the Souls tonight. I'm going to post it actually, or tomorrow. I'm lying. I'm posting it tomorrow for you guys to buy tickets and get tables because you know how fast that goes. Do us a favor and share the video. Thank you so much for being a part of this once again. My name is Mary Sunshine, and to my left we have...
That's your boy, Eddie Monster.
All right, we's out.
Peace.
Oh,
what?
Happy New Year.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Happy New Year, happy holidays, happy everything, but happy New Year.
How y'all stepping into the? How y'all?
You late? Come on. I already said goodbye. There ain't no stepping
You
nothing.
can still tell you the camera's still on.
Yeah, all you have to do is get up and turn it off. Tia, it is January 17th. That's when the next meeting of the souls is.
You sure?
January 17th. I know all my dates because I make them. All right, your energy now. It's time to shift the energy to turn off the phone. 2020. 2 more days. Ooh.